everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today I am doing some quick and easy DIYs here to decorate up this tiered tray that I got in the plus section a while ago at Dollar Tree. I don't know if you've seen them lately, but they kind of come and go in there. They did have some new ones out for Easter though, really cute. So I want to get this decorated up for Valentine's Day. It's like a couple weeks away and I just haven't been able to get to it. So we're going to get this done here now. And, you know, if you already have yours done, you can put this on the side till next year for some ideas if you want to. So we're going to use some of these little buckets. I love these little buckets from Dollar Tree. You get 3 in a pack. I already have 2 of them done back here. But I'm going to show you how I did them. We're going to use some of these skewers. We're going to paint these. I already painted some to save some time here. I just painted them up with some, what is this, moss colored chalk paint. You can use whatever. It doesn't have to be chalk paint. You can use acrylic paint, whatever you want to do, whatever you have. Will work just fine to paint those up. I just took a little brush, painted them up, let them dry here. So I'm going to use them for stems because we're going to make some little cute little heart baskets here. So let's do these first before I even go on to showing you everything else that I'm using here. But this is how these come. These come in these 3 mini pails in the Valentine section. So let me grab 2 more of those out here. There we go. Get these out of my way. The only thing I did with these, well, this one goes back nice. Some of them didn't want to bend back too good. Oh, these both do. Look at that. The one I just did before, I could not get those to bend. But I'm going to lower this down here so we can see these better. There we go. And then once we get the stuff on this tiered tray, then I'll raise it back up. And I took one of these cone-shaped foam things, whatever styrofoam you have, even if it's packaging you took out of something, because I save that stuff too sometimes. But you're really going to need little tiny pieces to put down in here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue to the bottom of it. And stick these down on the bottom of these pails here, just so we have something to stick our flowers in. It doesn't even have to be perfectly straight or anything. Just so it'll have something to stick your little flowers down in. So I just cut them off. I did that off camera because it's an awful noise. And this is my handy dandy cutting tool I use, is an old steak knife that the tip got broken off of. So that's what I use to cut all my styrofoam with. So there is that. So then I'm going to take some of this moss to fill this in a little bit. This is the, I love these little containers from Dollar Tree too, to stick your moss in once you open that bag. It's much easier to deal with too when you're working on DIYs if you have it in this little bucket. But this is the reindeer moss. You can find this in the floral section usually at Dollar Tree, and this is my favorite moss to use. So we're just going to tuck some of this in here. You don't even have to glue this down if you don't want to. Just tuck it in. Let me break some of that apart because that's going to be a pain. There we go. Some of them have really long like stems to them or whatever, but just stick it down in there. It's not going to go anywhere. So there we go. So there's our moss for that little guy. We're going to stick some more moss in with this little guy here. These buckets are just so cute. I always see them and I never could figure out what I wanted to do with them, and I figured, you know what? Let's make some little Valentines growing out of them. I think that would be super cute. So that's it. That's the moss part of this. Put this away. Love the buckets. So now I'm going to use some of, where'd you go? These, what are they calling these? They're just calling these decor. They're just these little, like almost like table scatter. I don't know what you'd use these for. These little styrofoam hearts that they have. But we're going to make, I'm going to open this one up here because I already made a pink one. So I think I'm going to make a red one this time for this. And I'm going to use 4 of these little hearts. And then we're going to take these skewers, really easy peasy things here, and we're just going to cut them off in different lengths. So I want one to be kind of tall. So let's see, let's cut that one off right about here on an angle. So you always have a point no matter what you're doing. And then I'm going to kind of measure this so I can make them different sizes. So make this one a little bit smaller. And then the next one's going to be even a little bit smaller than that. I don't measure them, I just, you know, whatever. There we go. Oh, that flew all the way over there. So then all you're going to do is stick these in the bottom of your little heart here, because these are all styrofoam. And then we're going to, yes, that was the big one I want to use. Now let's take this nice sharp edge here, and here rather. Stick that one in there. This might be too tall, but I can always cut off more. And then on our third one here, we're going to stick this here. And then our fourth one, we're just going to stick down here in the bucket. So let's see. Let's see if this is going to be too tall. It may be. Let me see. No, maybe not. All right, so we want to get that down to that styrofoam. There we go. So there is our number one little heart growing. And then we'll have put this one over here this way, kind of on an angle. And then this one over here this way, again on an angle. So they're just all 3 different sizes. Now this last one here, I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue to the front of it here. And this one is just going to be, this one's just starting to grow. So this one's just coming up out of the bucket. So I'm going to hold that there for a second. And I'm going to grab another glue stick while I have a free hand. There we go. And that is how quick and easy, how easy is that? Now I wanted to add a couple little leaves to these because I just thought it would be so much cuter. So I did grab some of this. This is actually from Walmart, but you can use any leaves you want to. Any small leaves you can find at Dollar Tree. But this is the boxwood. I get this stuff all the time. I think it's like $1.89 or something like that for a bunch of the boxwood. I can't remember. I know it's under $2, that's for sure. So we're just going to take some of these leaves off of here. Not too many. You don't want too many. I'm just going to use like 3 of them. And then I'm just going to just put a couple on here and there, just to add a little, whoops, there goes my glue gun on the floor. Just to add a little bit of leaves to these. So let me get that off the floor. Good job. All right, I'm surprised this thing has survived me because I tell you what, I dropped this thing. I couldn't tell you how many times I've dropped this thing. And I got to get the excess glue off of here. That's a mess. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I get for dropping it on the floor. But anyway, that is all we're going to do with the little leaves. I'm going to cut off a couple more here quickly to show you. And I only use like, it's just like these top 3 is plenty. So this one will have come out this way, like so. Just stick that right on your little skewer. Get rid of my glue webs. Let's see, then we got this one here. I'll put down here on the bottom. And you can add as many of these leaves or as few as you want to. And then just to fill it, whoops, hang on there. Now come on, start cooling. There we go. But see how cute they look with the little leaves? And then I'm just going to take a few of these and stick them down in the back to, you know, just kind of fill in back here. So we're just going to stick them right in there. You can glue them down if you want to, but I'm just going to have this. This is going actually in my downstairs bathroom, which is kind of tiny bathroom, but it has a nice little size countertop, and I thought this would look real cute there. So it's not going to get bumped. It's not going to anything. I mean, if you're putting it somewhere where it's going to get bumped, you might want to glue all those down. But how cute is that? So that is the first one here. Now this one I thought would be cute to use some of these. Where are they? They're just these felt hearts that I picked up at Dollar Tree. Now the only thing I was upset about is there's not like 2 of the same, which is usually a good thing. But when you want to put them together to do something, I kind of had to use 2 different kinds here that I found that would kind of fit together good. So we're gonna, in this one, we're gonna do this big. Oh, I hear kids outside playing. It's actually not raining for a minute. Let's see, do I have a stick here that's already cut? Yes, I do. So let's see, we want this one to stick up. I want this one to stick up kind of high, not too high. I think that will be good right there. So I'm going to cut this top piece off here. These things are flying all over the place. But like I said, if you need to make it shorter, you can do that. So we're just going to glue this right in here. Just want to leave it down a little bit from the top because you don't want to see that. And then we're going to add this guy here. We'll just hold him on here real quick. And then we will just glue them together. Don't put it too close to the edge because otherwise it'll ooze all out on you. And, you know, it'll stick really well to the felt, the hot glue. So you don't need a lot. There we go. But I still got the webs. All right, so that is our, and then you can, whatever side you choose that you like, there you go. Or whatever other things they have at Dollar Tree. There's so many different things they have you can decorate with. So we are just going to stick this right down here in the center. And what do I think? I think it's a little bit too tall is what I think. So we're going to cut this off just a little bit. Like I said, you can always, it's kind of like cutting hair. You can always make it shorter, but you can't make it longer again. There we go. I like that right there. Ta-da! So I'm going to take a bunch of the boxwood again, and we're just going to fill that in. You could add a little bow to this if you wanted to. Whatever. They're just so cute. But anyway, so this I'm just going to have like coming out of the ground and just glue it onto the stick like so. Easy peasy. Favorite kind of DIYs. Just glued that right there on that skewer sticking up. And then I'm going to cut off another little bunch of these. These boxwoods go a long, long way as far as decorating things. All right, so there we go. We have that. And then if you want, you can add a few more. Oh, my one bird out there is going crazy. If you want, you can add more of these little, I made another piece, boxwoods down in here to fill in a little bit. Let's see. I actually might glue this one down because it's nothing really holding it. Oh man, she is having a fit out there. That's my Sun Conure Rosie. I don't know if you guys can hear her. Sometimes you guys tell me you don't hear them, but man, she is just yelling up a storm out there. My husband's actually out there cleaning cages right now. So yeah, there we go. So there, and there you have your little potted flower or heart growing out of this little bucket. And I did take one before, and I took some of this little, this is like a real sheer ribbon I got at Dollar Tree a long time ago. It's red with white polka dots. And just make a little tiny bow if you want to add something else to these to make them look special. Let's see, we're going to make that small though. Come on. You hear her out there? She's having a fit. I don't know why. Sometimes I think she just likes to hear herself. Alright, so let's cut that off there. Just this little teeny bow, and we're just going to attach that right to the front there. I think that'll look cute. There we go. Let's see. Do I have the front? Are we on the front? Yes, we are. So there you go. There you have your little potted thing. Like I said, either way you want to go with it, will look real cute. So we're just going to set all this stuff aside here until we get it done. Actually, those are the hardest ones that I'm doing here, so if that tells you something. And I found this pretty little jar at Dollar Tree. They have so many pretty jars there. And the only thing I'm going to do with this is take these little heart. They have these in the Valentine section too. These different. Do I have the rest of them here? Here they are. There they are. They're just, called necklaces, and they have them in these different colors that are so pretty. And I just cut a piece of it off here. Whoops, and threw it. I just cut a piece off. I measured it around here and cut a piece to just glue on the back of this. Let's see, is there a seam on this? There's a seam. All right, so I'm just going to add a little hot glue here, which I probably should have my finger protectors on, but we're going to be careful. So we're going to glue that there, and then this we're going to just have to glue right to that little ball. And then there we go. I'm trying to get it tight as I can here. Let me hold that there for a second. This stuff cools really quick when you're working on glass, that's for sure. No, don't go down. There we go. Stay up there. All right. So that is how that's going to look on there. We got some pretty pink hearts to go around. I mean, it's pretty enough just on its own, but I thought let's Valentine it up a little here. So, and then after you're done, you can always pop that off of there if you want to, and just use it for something else. But I love these glasses. They're so pretty. And I have so many anymore because they keep coming out with all these nice things. All right, so there's another piece for our thing. Now, I picked up this jar. I don't know if it was last week, this week. I don't remember. You know what? I don't remember anything anymore. But I thought these were real pretty. I don't know if I want to put this on here too. I might want to wrap this too because I think just for Valentine's Day. Yes, I'm going to do that. That is what I'm going to do. Let's see if I can get these to match without that little ball thing. Actually, I think that will work if I cut it right here and right here. Yeah, because every so often it has like a round bead in it. Alright, so let's glue this on here first, and then I'll show you what we're going to put in here. But this is just such an easy project. You just glue this little necklace on here like so, and is that going to meet? Yes, look how pretty. Let me get a little more glue in there. There we go. And then we'll get that over here nice and tight. Ta-da! And then you have your little special Valentine vase. These are cute. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to use these for. It's just called Colored Glass Vase. But I thought it was really cool, and there's something in there. That's alright. Alright, now where did I glue it together? There it is. Okay, so that is ready to be Valentined up. So I'm going to take another one of these bunches of boxwood, and we're just going to tuck that down in there. So it'll stay in there real nice. And then we are going to, what did I do with that? Take some of these pink hearts. And I had another one here. Where did you go? I don't know. You know what? It's probably in front of me here and I don't see it, or I dropped it, or what did I do with that? So glad I sat all this stuff here and now I can't find it. Anyway, we are going to take two more of these pink little parts, and we're going to cut this to fit down. It actually doesn't even have to go all the way down because we're not having styrofoam in here, and I'm kind of hoping that just the boxwood's going to hold it in place for me. So let's cut a couple of these. I want one longer than the other. Alright, this one I had a stick in. I actually had a stick in here and I was going to wrap it with floral tape, but I didn't like it, so I took it out. So we're going to stick this one in here. And then I just like to paint these green just because they look a little bit nice, look more finished. So there you go. We got one over there. And if you want, you can add leaves to these, but I'm not going to bother on this one because I think that's enough with the boxwoods in there. And then we're going to add this one over here. But pretty much anything you can find around the house that, you know, you want to decorate, especially temporarily, you know, for Valentine's Day. So there, we'll make that one a little taller, that one a little shorter. So there we have those. And then, let's see, what do we have next here? Whoops, I'm dropping stuff again. Found it. Of course. Oh, it's too funny. Anyway, we're going to take this little ornament here. What is this called? Just decor. It's like a little tin envelope here. And then I wanted to take one of these rings. I always buy these rings every time they come out. What do you get in here? 12? 10. You get 5 red, 5 of the really pretty pink. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my wire cutters here. This one I already cut off, so let's do this one. And just go down as close as you can get and snap it. I'm going to have stuff all over this room because I need to use 2 hands to do this because I don't have the oomph. There we go. Snap it until you have most of it off back there. And then it's nice, pretty much flat. You could probably get a little shorter if you have something else to do it with. But we're just going to add a bunch of hot glue. Whoops, not that much. A bunch of hot glue to the back of this. And I'm going to put this right over this pink heart here and kind of match it up if I can. There we go. That was actually pretty good. So that gives that a little extra bling to it. It's not so just plain. And then we're going to shove some little boxwoods in here, in the envelope part here. And these lean up just perfectly on these, like the top. I'm going to put this one on the top, but it fits in there just perfect. So I really don't need to put any like kind of support to it or anything, because it just fits in there good. Whoops, that one went down too far. All right. And like, again, if you want to glue these in, you can glue these in. I'm not gluing mine because, like I said, it's just going to be sitting still. Hopefully nobody's going to bump into these. So there we have some of the boxwoods. And now I did take some of these little flowers that I picked up at Dollar Tree. What are they calling these? I'll never be able to say that. It will not run off my tongue whatsoever. Anything with a THUS, you would swear I had a lisp. I can't do it. But anyway, that is what these are called. And I just pulled a few of those off, and we're just going to stick those right down in here. Whoops, get back here. Yeah, it's going to be hard because it's going to move on me here. But we're just going to stick a few of these in. Maybe a red one here. I don't want to cover up my pretty ring there, so we'll put a yellow one down here. Get back in here. And then stay. We're going to put a pink one over here. And there is how I'm decorating up this little envelope for this. So I'm going to set that up there. I'll show you guys in a minute. You could cut this off if you want to. I'm not going to even bother cutting it off. I'm just folding it down on the back. And I'm going to set that up on top of my tiered tray. I'll show you here real quick. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to do it that quick. But see, it just fits in here just perfect, so I don't really need to put anything on the back to like support it or anything like that. So down we go again. So I have this here, and this is just a little sign from Dollar Tree. It says, "Home is wherever we are together." I thought that was real pretty. So I added 2 of these tumbling blocks. I was going to use these for something else, is why they're painted red. But these are just the tumbling blocks you get in the boxes at Dollar Tree. And I just painted 2 of them red, actually for something totally different, and glued them together. And then I put them up maybe like 1/8 of an inch from the bottom, so it has a little bit of a tilt to it so it won't fall over. And then I thought this would be nice to add another one of these little hearts to it. So that's what we're going to do, a little heart ring. They're just so darn pretty. And I really love the pink ones. So that's going to go right on the corner there. Like so. And that just makes all the difference in the world. It really does. I love these. So I'm going to lay that down here and let that cool. And I'll show you the other 2 that I made. I made them exactly the same way, the little buckets, as I did those. This was the other one that I did. With this white and red and pink one, because I want to put several of these on here. And then here's the other one I did. That one I did in red. This one I did with the pink ones. And I thought that'd be real cute. So now all we got to do is put this all together. I mean, you can make a lot more stuff to fit on here if you want to, but we are going to add some of these pretty white and, whoops, get away before I break you. Some of these pretty roses too. We're just going to pop them right off of there and just add these right on the tray, and I'll show you how cute that's going to look. So let me raise you guys up here so we can see the top and the bottom of this tray, and then when I'm done, I'll take a picture of this without all the clutter in the background, so it's really kind of hard to see. So I always try to start out with just my, center main events, whatever you want to call them. So that's how these are going to go. Hopefully I'm going straight here because I'm looking on an angle. So we're going to put that there. I want to put this little guy down here on the side of that. You can see that. Right on the front there. And then we'll add, let's see, okay, so we had that red thing up there, envelope. So I think I'll put a red one down here. I'm going to take my pretty bottle, and that one's going to go right up there on the top because you're going to see that, especially, like when you're standing up, you'll see it. Right here, you really can't see it too good because, well, you can. Yes, you can see it perfectly. And then we're going to add some of these too. So we're going to put this one, I think, down here towards the back of this one. So we'll have something in the back. And then this one we will put up here on the top on this side. And then we'll take this, oh, you know what, I'm going to put this one on this side. so I don't have the both of these right next to each other. And then this pretty pink one. I love these. These are so cute, these little buckets. Can you see the little buckets? They're so cute. So now it's like, you know, you kind of need a little something else, and that is where these pretty roses are going to come in. I've already popped a couple of them on there. You don't want to put too many to block your things, but it's just going to kind of like fill in here, unless you have a ton more stuff that you want to put on there. That's totally up to you. So let's see. I want to keep the leaves on here. This one did not want to stay, so I'm going to have to glue you on here. There we go. Now you stay. So we're just going to add a few of these down in here just to fill in. So we'll put a pink one over there. I did pop the leaf off. These leaves were staying on here for me before. All right, well, we're going to hot glue those leaves because they're being a pain. So there we go. Oops, you can't. Oh yeah, you can see it. Okay. There we go. And then over on this side, I'm just going to pop in a white rose. And then, you know, kind of just alternate them wherever you want to. These I'm going to tuck back a little bit farther so you can see the buckets and things. That leaf is kind of in my way. There we go. That's better. There, you can see it as you turn it. It's not really covering the thing. And then we're just going to put a few more of these around and then just kind of fill everything in. Get that one tucked in there. Like so. Now mine's going to be sitting in a corner, so that's why I'm really not paying that much attention to what is in the back here. But, you know, if you're going to have this on a table, you might want to, you know, fill it in with some more roses or whatever kind of flowers you might have. But like I said, mine is going to be tucked away in a corner. So I'm just going to kind of fill this in here where you can see it from the front. My leaves, you know, you guys wanted to stay on here before, and now you're giving me a hard time. They always like to do this to me. There we go. I have you back on there. Nope. There. All right. So we're just going to tuck some of these pretty roses back here. And I'm going to have mine all facing forward because, like I said, it's going to be in a corner. That stupid glue web. It's going to be in a corner, so nobody's going to see it from the back side whatsoever. So I actually might move that other heart back there up just so you can see it from the front. And then just fill that in with some of these roses. So you know what I'm going to do? Before I even pop these off of here, I'm going to add some glue and glue it together. So when it does come off, voila, it's glued on, kind of. Well, that really didn't help much either. Anyway, yeah, I want the leaves on there just to help me fill it in. But anyway, let me pop some more of these flowers back here, and then I will take a nice picture of this at the end without, like I said, without all this clutter around. And like I said, add more, add less, whatever you want to do with these cute little things. But I think that's going to be lovely for Valentine's Day. And now it's actually time for me to clean up all my Valentine stuff and just bring on Easter, because Valentine's Day right around the corner. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed all these little projects. They were all very quick and easy. You could even set these around your house if you don't have a tiered tray, just to add a little something. But I will see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everyone.